Hi, this is Bill Sengstacken, and this is an Inbound B2B Marketing Minute. Last time we talked a little bit about how you can figure out your brand if you're a startup and you haven't launched yet. And the process involves interviewing internal people as well as doing something called customer discovery. But what if you're not a startup? Or what if you're a startup that's already launched? It's a little too late to do customer discovery, right? Well, there's another process that you could use to kind of hone in a little bit better on your brand, to refine your brand, to better address your messaging. And this is a process called building buyer personas. The way you do buyer personas is you talk to some of your customers, and I highly recommend this not be somebody from sales who already has a pre-existing relationship. This should be a marketing to do. But somebody who doesn't have a pre-existing relationship with the customer, gets on the phone with the customer. Ideally, they'll say, yes, I have 45 minutes to spare. And you're going to ask them a series of open-ended questions. Where I generally start is say, let's go back in time to the first time you became aware that you had a problem that eventually was solved with our solution, or at least mitigated with our solution. Can you tell me what that problem was and what you did to resolve it? And they'll probably say, oh yeah, it was this, that, and the other thing. And then I searched for something on Google. The search for something on Google is good information to get, but it's not really very granular, is it? So the follow-up question you need to ask in a situation like that is, do you remember what you searched for? And ideally, they'll be able to tell you. You could ask other questions too, along the lines of the places they go to get information, the places they hang out online to talk shop. Do they network? Do they go to any industry events? If so, which ones, and what value do they get out of them? And this will help you to better understand not just what your customers are feeling in terms of pain points and problems to be solved, but also the way they talk, the way they think. And also, because you now know some of the events they go to, you might be able to think about sponsoring those events or attending them yourselves because other customers might be there as well. There's a lot to learn about buyer personas. You're not going to figure it all out by watching a 2.5, 3-minute video. But luckily, there's a book on the subject. This book right here by Adele Rivella is called Buyer Personas. She literally wrote the book on it, so I highly recommend you pick up a copy. I will warn you, it's a bit of a dry read. It's not a novel. It's hardcore information, but it's well worth plowing through it to understand how to really develop buyer personas. If you don't think you have the capabilities of doing this, you could always outsource this to somebody who does specialize in doing these things. That's not going to be inexpensive. So if you have the bandwidth and you don't have a lot of money, this is probably going to be something you're going to have to do. That's the basics on buyer personas. This has been an Inbound B2B Marketing Minute. My name is Bill Sengstacken. Next time, we're going to look a little bit more into various ways of communicating your message to your customers. And yes, that's finally going to talk about your website and those things. This is Bill Sengstacken with another Inbound B2B Marketing Minute. Please visit our website at inboundb2bmarketing.com. There's lots of blogs there, discussion forums, and all the other things that you might want to use to talk shop, get some basic tips, and to ideally share our content. If you like what you see, please subscribe and share it amongst your friends, and we will see you next time when we talk about how to actually convey your brand to your targets.